What's up, guys? It's the Farooqi Brothers back with another video. And today for you guys, we're going to be talking about DC Fandome. First podcast of August 2020. And I think the biggest event of this month is going to be DC Fandome, first of its kind. There's going to be crazy announcements. I mean, James Gunn on Twitter said, expect lots of crazy surprises. That was his exact words. So we already knew there's been a lot of surprises coming forward. And, you know, some things can't be announced yet. Some things we got to keep it play close to the chest. But DC is planning to do a lot of stuff at Fandome. They're going to be announcing a lot of stuff. And each of us can kind of talk about, you know, the big projects that we're both excited for and that we feel like will have the most to offer on that day. So, you know, Umar, I'll let you go first. You know, what can you tell me about the Snyder Cut, according to quote Patrick Stewart?
So yeah, I mean, we're gonna get a full trailer or a teaser trailer, and chances are that it's gonna be, because it's gonna be the first kind of big marketing thing for Snyder Cut. They're probably the footage is probably all gonna be new. Like, we're probably not gonna get anything we've already seen. I think that Zack Snyder said that he hasn't seen the theatrical cut, which kind of makes it weird because there's similar stuff happening, like the Superman scene. I'm guessing the Superman outfit scene. I'm guessing he's going to show more of that in the teaser. So, I mean, that's
we're going to see Steppenwolf for sure. We're going to see him,
and then we're going to see the original Steppenwolf scenes, and I'm sure we're going to see scenes from what Zack shot that's in the theatrical cut, but then the CGI might be different because we know for example, when Clark is walking through the ship, that he sees like the scene was kind of they CGI'd it different than what he wanted to do. So there's probably we're going to see like the differences, but we're also going to see a whole new trailer. And I think, who knows, he might show more Dark Side. Like, he might show more. There might be something more. So I think that's something that the fans should be excited about. There's a whole Justice League movie that's coming out. So that's one of the main things.
So, you know, there's been like this thread line of rumors the last few weeks. We did a podcast on it as well last month. And, you know, it revolves on Green Lantern, right? And I think it's the big surprise of Zack Snyder's Justice League is this idea of what is Green Lantern's role, right? When someone showed him the history lesson scene of Green Lantern on Vero, he said, that was not the Green Lantern I would have had on, right? This is something that obviously was done in reshoots. And we know Green Lantern is a big part of it because in the official merchandise that Zack put out, we saw the Green Lantern logo along with Martian Manhunter. And, you know, we've talked about it before, about which Lantern Zack would choose. And all of us, the four of us, were in consensus last time we spoke about that John Stewart was the Green Lantern. We all felt like it was the way to go. And honestly, if they could do both Hal Jordan and John Stewart, that would be the best thing possible. Which leads to the kind of the next rumor, which is the idea that Hal Jordan will be played by Ryan Reynolds, right? And that's stuff that a lot of people have been putting out there. Some insiders have been putting out there. We know John Garza has been putting it out there. Grace Randolph has been putting it out there. We've heard some positive stuff on that side as well. Nothing to 100% confirm from our sources, but just positive, you know, some positive feeling going on that side. So we're not going to deny it at all. We're going to actually be supporting those who are putting it out there, and hopefully something comes out of it. But what made it very interesting was this morning, Ryan Reynolds tweeted, like he was responding to a rumor, another one of those fake rumors that are like Ryan Reynolds playing Hawkman, right, in Black Adam. And he responded saying that I'm not playing I'm not playing Hawkman, but I heard that, you know, I might be in Zack Snyder's Justice League. And again, very interesting, he used the exact phrase. He said Zack Snyder's Justice League, right? And I might already be in it. Now, Ryan Reynolds is like a comedian guy, you know, he makes jokes all the time, but I want to hear what you guys, like, John, what do you think about that when you heard Ryan Reynolds saying this? Do you think that there might be more to it, that he's actually hinting something that you never know at DC Fandome might be a good time to announce he's coming back, even if it's a small role?
Yeah, I think he definitely might be hinting at something. I think obviously he's playing against the rumors of him being in Hawkman. Him saying he's a Green Lantern, he's going to be the Green Lantern, I think there's some validity to that. They wouldn't just throw that out for no reason. And to use a phrase like I said, Zack Snyder's Justice League and the hashtag Snyder Cut. I feel like he's not just playing up the crowd, even though he could be part of that. I feel like there might be some truth to these rumors, either something's in the works or something's already been in place. But he's obviously one of the biggest actors, so just saying this, just putting it out there is a big thing.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Maybe he's joking. Maybe he's just joking about the other rumors. Right.
It could be. It could be. It could be a lot of these. Because he had a follow-up tweet saying that here's my Reynolds cut of Green Lantern. And obviously, it was the end of the scene was the scene of Justice League. Obviously, Joss Whedon's Justice League, but it was a Zack Snyder shot that they kind of messed up. But there's a lot going on there. Ryan Reynolds, he's very cheeky when it comes to these kind of remarks. When it comes to Green Lantern, he's always been playing around with it. So I think when it comes to redemption, we talked about this on our last podcast. When it comes to redemption, these actors want another chance. Ryan Reynolds knows he was given the short end of the stick when it came to that movie, and if he gets another chance to play Green Lantern, I think it'd be very interesting. I think it'd be very cool. So before we keep going on and talking about DC Fandome and what we want to expect, I want to take a second to talk about today's sponsor, Undone Watches. So guys, today's sponsor is Undone Watches. Now, the team at Undone was nice enough to gift the Farooqi brothers a Undone Superman collaboration watch. In particular, this is called the Kryptonian Decryptor watch. It's a beautiful watch, and I'm going to unbox it today for you guys quickly and just give my quick review of what I think about it. So, I'm going to open up the packaging right now. And right away, just the quality of the leather is just very nice. The casing is high quality. You see the logo right there, Undone. And you're getting something high quality when it comes to Undone. Their custom watches are great. And their recent collaborations with DC Comics have been awesome as well. You probably remember the Batman watch from back in the day. Now they got a Superman watch. There's also a Flash watch that is also available. But you know how much I love Superman, so let's take a look at this one. So right away, you're gonna see that, the watch is a striking bezel. So the inspiration from this watch, especially if you're a big Superman fan, you're gonna love this, is that from the original 1930s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, there's a lot of, cool secret codes and prizes that DC was giving out, specifically if you joined the Superman of America Club, and basically if you sent in your name and your address and whatever the case might be, you're gonna receive stuff, and over time, you'd get things like certificates or buttons, and especially the secret Superman code, and if you were into comics back in the day, you would have loved to decrypt Kryptonian language, and with this watch, you can basically do that. Right now, moving the bezel, you're gonna be seeing all the thing twisting, it sees Kryptonian language twisting. In the back, you see an easy translator as well. So you got a lot of stuff happening here, and it's all really nice. It's well put together. You can see from the finish, it's very well made. And right away, glass bezel. Very nice feeling to it. The back feels like a nice stone. Nice rubber strap going around. It reminds me a little bit of kind of like that Man of Steel style, aesthetic. So really, it's a beautiful watch. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try it on. Let's switch out my Apple Watch Series 5 and then move into the brand new Superman watch. And listen, as a lifelong Superman fan, this is so cool. This is my inner geek just shouting out and how cool this is. Feels very nice. Again, for its material, for its price, this feels like $1,000 watch. Super high quality, very comfortable, very iconic. A lot of imagery going on. You got the whole Kryptonian language on this thing. If you're a Superman fan, how could you not want something this cool? So packaging right here, very nice packaging. Beautiful watch. I would honestly say this is one of the coolest watches I've ever seen. And I've had a lot of watches over the time. I feel like I could wear this at a party. I could wear this, going to work. I can do a lot of things with this, and it's gonna work well as this kind of deluxe collector's watch. So definitely, if you're interested, you're gonna see links in the description where you can purchase one of these yourself. So I definitely recommend you check it out. So now, guys, let's get back to the video. So let's continue on. Let's talk about DC Fandome. Let's talk about what to expect. So we talk about the Snyder Cut. We know Zack Snyder's been bringing the surprises. He has his own panels, a lot going on. But that's not the only thing happening. DC is bringing all kinds of heat to this event. So Zion, why don't you tell me what you think is going to be coming forward, especially with the Batman?
Yeah, I feel like Umar said the Snyder Cut, that's like the most closest thing to us. It's almost reachable at this point since it's coming next year. But for me, I think the Batman is obviously the second biggest juggernaut. We don't know how obviously it's been affected a little bit with the pandemic in terms of the shooting and how it's might probably be delayed at least a little bit. But I think that's the next biggest thing that DC will have to show off. And the best thing is to do is either drop an official poster or even a teaser trailer. I'm not sure they drop a teaser so soon, but I think at least a poster is at least a definite thing they might do to really build up hype for the movie and really bring the fans all together around this Batman.
Do you think they might show some character reveals? I know people have been waiting to see a Catwoman look, how she's going to look, or Penguin. Do you think, or Riddler? Do you think they're going to show some of that maybe?
I think it's possible since they showed Batman himself, unless they're either still working on the finalized looks for these characters. I wouldn't be surprised if they showed some big characters like Catwoman to show the fans, this is how she will look in the movie. Or would look.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing I was thinking is that they said they shot like 1/3 of the movie. I might have gotten it wrong, but they said they shot like 1/3 of the movie's been shot now before, obviously, the pandemic started. So it's one of those things where now it's like, okay, from that 1/3 of footage, do you have like enough for a tiny teaser? I'm talking like maybe a 5-second, 10-second teaser, kind of like the original Man of Steel, where they just show the costume or something. We already saw the very mini, not even a teaser, just a costume reveal trailer, which everyone got hyped over. So I think whatever Matt Reeves brings to the table would be sick. But Umar, what do you think? What do you prefer to see from the Batman? Or do you want to see a teaser trailer? Or do you want to just see more character designs? What's your preference?
I mean, I'd love to see like just shots of the different characters. So even if it's just like 3 seconds Batman, 3 seconds Catwoman, 3 seconds, like just see like kind of what the world is gonna look like. I think though, and I think like the anticipation for this one is already kind of all-time high. So I think it would burn the internet down if they just kind of show all these different characters. And I mean, they have the footage, so it's not like I don't think they would have to really go beyond there unless they shot it in a way where like I don't know, Catwoman's wearing a costume at the end, or they didn't shoot those. And even then, they shoot it in like they don't shoot it chronologically. They shoot it at different points. So they probably still have everyone probably has wore their stuff once at least. So they could probably use footage, and it's just a matter of putting it together and stuff. I think that would be kind of like more exciting for me.
You mean kind of like what they did with Birds of Prey, where they showed all the characters?
Yeah,
I mean, I can't believe you put Birds of Prey and Batman in the same sentence.
But Birds of Prey, they had a sizzle reel, right? Before, it wasn't even a trailer; it was just a sizzle reel of all the actresses in their costumes to show off like this is kind of the feel.
That would be nice.
Yeah. So outside of Batman, there's also a bunch of other movies. We already talked about Flashpoint almost ad nauseum on this channel, last few things. But I think one of the interesting movies that, has not gotten that much attention is Black Adam and kind of what can come out of that movie. So, Samir, why don't you talk about that?
I mean, hopefully we get some more, information on that. A trailer. Wait, have they even shot the movie?
They didn't even start.
Okay, so I don't know. Maybe some more news on that. Ever since they announced Dr. Fate, that's pretty interesting. Yeah.
Do you think Superman has a chance to be in this movie? Would you use Superman here, or would you think save him for something else?
I don't think they can use Superman, right? They started his origin already. And like Black Adam is like way in the past.
Yeah.
Maybe at the end, when Black Adam, maybe they'll tease Black Adam in the future, like in the present of the universe, and Superman will be there. But I don't think he will be.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. There's been rumors again where Henry Cavill's placement's going to be. We know his next role is probably going to be a cameo, unless DC's really hiding all their cards and they're going to announce a Superman solo movie, which I think that's more in pipe dream territory. But then again, we know very well not to use the word pipe dream anymore. You never know what can be announced and when. And we know Danny Garcia and The Rock, they're working super hard when it comes to kind of building their own little monopoly of sorts and taking over different genres. And I think with Henry Cavill, you have to assume something is in the works. I don't know if they're going to announce it for Flashpoint for a small role, if they're going to announce it for Black Adam, which is a heavily announced one because Danny Garcia's role. But Henry Cavill's placement could be very interesting. And Umar, do you have an idea where you prefer to see Henry Cavill next? We've heard THR say as much as even Aquaman 2 that he could be in it.
I think just building him back up. I think what they want is they just want to kind of pepper him throughout the universe and then build his hype. Because look, the hype is already there. Like people want a Man of Steel 2 or a Superman solo movie after Justice League or whatever. Like fans just want to see him again, which is rare because the films were polarizing. The ones that even the ones that are loved. I think Justice League he took a big hit, which obviously you can't blame him because a lot of it wasn't his fault. But people want to see him basically get a chance to just do the character like he wants to do it. And then, you can build more hype when you put him in Aquaman, you put him in Flashpoint, you put him in all these different... He is like still an intricate part of each story. So it kind of shows how he's at the center of it, right? It would kind of be the opposite of what Zack was doing, which is like he had him basically at the peak of the whole universe. But you see, this is like the opposite where you just pepper him throughout. He's still there. You just see him. And then when it comes time for him to go and have his own thing. And if you think about it, we're actually going to get a lot of Henry Cavill. If he's going to get peppered throughout the universe, and then we're going to get Zack Snyder's Justice League, and we might get Zack Snyder's Justice League Part 2, then that is a lot of Superman. Like, that is not, that's not what the past 3-4 years have been, right? Yeah. He's only shown up for, Bizarro Superman and Justice League. That's it. That's all we got.
Headless cameo in Shazam.
Yeah, that was sad. That's pathetic. That was pathetic. They should reshoot that.
I think the big thing is that, for DC Fandome, fans are going to get basically something they want from everything. I think personally Superman the Animated Series might get a Blu-ray reveal during that event. But I think for the live action stuff, prepare for more Zack Snyder Justice League. Wonder Woman 84 is going to get one final trailer. The Batman might get a teaser, might get a sizzle reel, might get whatever the case might be. Flashpoint, we're going to get some news. We're going to get Black Adam news. We're going to get news for Aquaman 2. We're going to get news for Shazam 2. So basically, every single movie in the universe is going to get some kind of update, and we might get a lot of brand new surprises, brand new movies, air cut, things like that. You never know what they might bring to the table when the time comes. So that's, I think, something all of us should be excited about. We're going to be covering DC Fandome throughout this month, and especially the weekend of. You can expect us to be there and covering it that night. And before we end off, I just want to quickly shout out into the people. We started our newest charity event this year. I know it's not kind of our normal size because in 2018, we did the Black Panther Challenge. In 2019, we did a hospital toy charity event. And this year, we want to do something. Our through line for every charity event is we want to help kids. We want to help either orphans. We want to help people who are disenfranchised. So if you notice, our last few events have all been centered on children. And this time around, there's no different. So we're going to be, if you want to grab some CBD merch, some Farooqi Bros merch, we have it up on Into the People. You can see on ComicBook Debate. All proceeds are going to UNICEF. Right now, they're aiding the children of Yemen who are going through a famine. They're going through hunger. They're going through war. And obviously, the pandemic is destroying that region with not enough health supplies. So if you guys are interested in grabbing yourself a cool T-shirt, all proceeds go to charity, so it's for a good cause. Definitely check it out. I'll leave that link in the description below. From myself, from Zayan, from Umar, and from Samir, this is the Farooqi Brothers. We'll see you next time. Peace out.